This news update is brought to you by
This is the Noon Barbados Today update for Tuesday, July 29th, 2014. I'm Dawn Paris. Good afternoon. We begin with news that the opposition Barbados Labour Party is charting the way forward after the departure of St. Peter MP Owen Arthur. Senior party member, St. James Central MP Carrie Simmons tells Barbados Today the parliamentary group will be holding talks today. Simmons disclosed he has received a letter from Mr. Arthur confirming his decision to sever ties with the BLP and sit in Parliament as an independent MP. Arthur resigned last Friday, claiming that he could no longer be associated with the party, which he said has lost its soul. Meanwhile, our news team took to St. Peter, where residents not only shared their feelings on Arthur's resignation, but some even ventured to say who should replace him.
I feel bad to know he resigned from the party this soon. I feel he should have hold out a little longer, but life's gotta go on.
And if not who, then who you prefer him, then who you prefer to lead the party to be a rep for down here?
For me, St. Peter?
Yeah.
Well, I could call a name. Well, Colin Jordan would be my man for now.
I was a bit taken back, because I thought Owen was the person to be to the top of the him and run things again in Barbados and try to get the country back in shape. But when I heard the news, I was a bit surprised and taken back.
Okay, and if not him, then who do you prefer to be the representative for St. Peter?
That's a good question.
Every man to his destiny, he will have to know what he's doing.
And if not him to lead, then who?
Somebody else will. Somebody else will. Everything takes time.
You don't have someone in mind?
Jordan, Mr. Jordan, Colin Jordan. Maybe he could give it a shot, and then we'll see what will be.
One man can reign forever. Jesus put down kings and he rose up kings. And if the gentleman say it's time that he can resign, it's just that. Somebody else must get some. Everybody gotta live. I have nothing against God people, them is God people. And everybody got to live, we got to live, we got to make it, we got to try and make it. And this is God's plan, not man's plan.
In other news, the controversial municipal solid waste tax has forced another large group of churches in Barbados to take action. The executive of the Barbados Evangelical Association has called an emergency general meeting for Thursday night at the Jackson Church of God to discuss the implications of the tax on the church, its programs and social commitments. Head of the BEA, Dr. Nigel Taylor, says the meeting is for pastors, leaders and all other concerned people. Dr. Taylor said churches had started receiving their invoices and leaders were perplexed at the sums required to be paid. Admitting that the levy will affect all, he's insisting that the church deals with this issue as a collective body as it looks not only at the challenges but the possible solutions. In sports, a warm reception awaits Barbados' golden girl, Akela Jones, on her arrival today at the Grantley Adams International Airport. Jones, who will be arriving around 2 o'clock this afternoon, will be met by Sports Minister Stephen Lashley and other loved ones. The 19-year-old won gold last week at the IAAF World Junior Championships in the long jump to become the first Barbadian to achieve the feat. But she had to pull out at the last minute in the final of the high jump over the weekend due to an injury. Congratulations again, Akela.
There's regional and international news after this short break.
Hi, I'm Red Plastic Bag. Anyone who knows me knows I don't like cold. Sunshine reigns in my country. I love it.
Get your sun power.
To Guyana now, where police and commercial sex workers clashed over the staging of a wake. The homosexual workers were gathered at one of the city streets to remember two of their colleagues who were murdered last week. But the police said that workers had no permission to hold the gathering at that location. Miriam Edwards, who advocates for commercial sex workers in Guyana and the Caribbean, was not at all happy with how the situation was handled. She says the police approached the group in a threatening manner. On the international scene, no signs of a ceasefire on the horizon in Gaza as Israel intensifies its attacks against Hamas. The latest strikes came on the heels of the militants rejecting a call from the Palestinian leader on the West Bank for a 24-hour truce to end the bloodshed. Reports say over 100 Palestinians were killed overnight. UN staff were also counted among the dead. An Israeli military spokesman said the strikes signal a gradual increase in pressure on the militants to stand down. And that's where we end the noon Barbados update today. We will be back again at 6 this evening. Until then, remember to log on to www.barbadostoday.bb, subscribe to our e-paper and our email updates, and also like us on Facebook. You can also catch us on Izumi Media in bus terminals or Screenplay at supermarkets and gas stations near you for all the latest news and sports. I'm Dawn Paris. Have a wonderful day.
This news update is brought to you by